Good afternoon, everyone. We are the Group 4 and we are going to discuss the team teaching. As an innovative approach or pattern of organization, team teaching is relatively new. While there are semblances of the pattern in some school systems, it may be safely said that its recognition and identification as a definite approach is very recent. There have been a lot of speculations as to its efficacy and feasibility, but a review of literature on the subject seems to show a preponderance for its adoption and acceptance. This chapter will present the advantages and limitations of the approach as well as the different patterns followed in many schools in England and in the United States. So, what is team teaching? Team teaching is an approach that involves two or more teachers who work cooperatively with the same group of students for some period of time. Hence, many teachers and schools administrators claim that team teaching is nothing new. As a matter of fact, they claim that they have been doing it for years. Teachers have been allowed to exchange classes or to exchange teaching tasks. They have combined their classes with those of other specific subjects such as music, dramatic performances, athletics, and allied activities. The older teachers in a school voluntarily assist a new teacher or the latter requests assistance from the other. So itong team teaching, madalas nagagawa natin to lalo na noong high school tayo, which is pinagko-combine yung two or more classes or yung halimbawa, yung isang subject teacher, lahat ng estudyante niya, pagsasama-samahin niya sa isang activity like sa sports, halimbawa ay per section magkakalaban sa badminton or volleyball or what. So, yun. Isa pang example is sa drama. Halimbawa ay na-require ng teacher na gumawa kayo ng drama like yung sa Florante at Laura, Ibong Adarna, Nalimitang Ere, and others. Tapos ay papanoorin nyo yun sa isang room na sama-sama lahat ng sections. Like, ganon, film viewing. At best, three or more teachers should be involved in planning actual work with children and in evaluation. All team members should participate in the formulation of objectives for the total program, in the planning of daily activities, in teaching functions, and in periodic evaluation of the entire program. It is a novel way of organizing the teaching staff, curriculum, and space. Instead of putting, say, 12 teachers in charge or of from 30 to 40 students, the teachers can be regrouped into three teams. Each team pulls its talent and resources together to plan the curriculum, the lessons, and even evaluation procedures. Each team takes responsibility for 150 to 200 students. Each teacher teaches the subject in which he has specialized, thus giving the students the best possible instruction in all areas. No fixed pattern for teams has yet been evolved. The discussion, planning, and blending of ideas can surely vitalize the instructional program and give the curriculum increased breadth and depth. There is team teaching in the school if the teachers are formally organized as a team, which is duly recognized by the school system. Each of these teachers has his own definite responsibilities and area of specialization. Rationale of adopting team teaching. Those who advocate team teaching give the following advantages. Number one, it allows the more competent teacher to assume leadership in the team. Teachers are encouraged and stimulated to specialize in those aspects of a course for which they are best qualified. Number two, teachers are stimulated to do better teaching through a close association with other members of the team, through discussion and working out problems with other colleagues. Number three, students benefit from exposure to a variety of points of view and teacher personalities. Number four, teaching techniques that require more elaborate preparation and administration like films and transparencies can be utilized better because more time is given the teachers for advanced preparation and planning. Number 5, the teacher is freed from routine tasks, especially when non-professional assistants are employed to take care of roll call, correction of papers, grading, etc. The teacher's time can be devoted to more productive pursuits like curriculum revision or planning for the day's lesson. Number 6, team teaching is applicable to every discipline. It is an excellent setup for interdisciplinary combination. Number 7, it is suitable to almost any kind of situation, whatever the school level, size of school, subject area, student ability, and type of teacher. Pattern and procedures of team teaching can be made successful at every school level, elementary, secondary, college, and graduate. Several limitations of team teaching, however, can be mentioned, but most of them can be overcome. The first of these pertains to time. Planning, recording, and evaluating needed time, and teachers have to put in extra time for projects. A second limitation concerns space and facilities. The program needs lecture and seminar rooms, overhead projector, sound system, larger space for projects. Obviously, this will create greater demands on the budget of the school. Third, the young. Inexperienced teacher may run the risk of being swept along in the ideas and experiences of others. He is not given enough time to learn from his mistakes, to try out his new ideas or his own ideas. As for the learned leader, he may develop a superiority complex which will isolate him from his colleagues. Some teachers too will not be too willing to subject themselves to peer scrutiny. All of the above limitations can be overlooked when outcomes are reckoned. In terms of improvement of the quality of teaching, greater excitement in teaching, and development of social skills of both teachers and pupils. Critics of the approach caution against the hasty adoption of team teaching. They claim that it would not be easy to sell the idea to teachers who have been so used to the old setup. It is difficult it is difficult to select teachers who will compose the team. Scheduling of classes and activities will not be easy. Instructional space will not always be available, and problems arising from staff relationships are likely to appear. However, exponents of the approach believe that such difficulties can be overcome. The important point is to get the staff to cooperate. Mature adults can organize and work together as a team. Team teaching relieves teacher of some teaching chores and gives him added responsibility and prestige. It is believed that when teachers work as a group, when their professional talents are utilized to the fullest extent toward the achievement of specific goals, the accomplishment of the group will be greater than the sum total of the individual talents of the teachers working with their own pupils in their self-contained classrooms in almost complete isolation from the rest of the teachers and pupils of the entire school.